And now from our studios in downtown Winnipeg, it's time for 107 Live.
And welcome to 107 Live on this Tuesday, December 15th. My name is Michael Walsh, your host. In the studio this morning, a gentleman I've known for quite some time. His name is James Walzak. I knew him back when we worked at McNally's. He was the tough security guard there by day, but he's by night, he's a fabulous pianist and singer. So as part of our 107 Live segment, here he is. Good morning, James. Here he is, James Walzak. James, thank you. A little bit Christmas song blues there.
Yeah.
So James, let me ask you first of all, when did you get the blues? You've been playing the blues for a long time. And first of all, when did you start playing piano?
But when I was 7 or 8, took piano lessons. My dad was a musician, so there was a piano in the house, and I just started taking popular lessons. And
what kind of music did your dad play?
He played jazz. He was always playing jazz, and always in the house, I'd hear him practicing, doing scales. So it was like by osmosis, I'd subconsciously hear this, and it didn't occur to me later that that's what I was destined to do, and look where I am.
So when you started playing, was it classical music? Was it you were taking lessons?
Yeah,
was it
from Frank Arnold on Elvis, and it was all popular. It was like 5'2". All the songs, like the standards that the jazz players would later take and then do. Talk of the Town, Satin Doll, Take the A Train, and then music later on, music to watch girls by and stuff like that. It was all your basic chord changes and patterns and reading. And then the Monkees came out, what I remember hearing a transistor radio on the beach and hearing the snare crack and Light My Fire, and that changed everything. That was what I wanted to do. I heard the organ and the Doors, and the doors of perception were wide open, man. That was And then I did Shades of Grey with the Monkey, like from the Monkees headquarters at our school recital, and which were beautiful tunes back then. Tommy Boyce and Bobby Hart wrote great stuff.
So you've always been playing piano. Piano's been your instrument, and you've stuck with that. And what about in terms of playing live and stuff like that? When you were younger, did you play in bands? Did you perform around town, or?
Yeah, I was.
When you were younger.
When I was younger. My dad would. He would be behind me. Like I'd be going through the fake F, G minor, D, and he'd always shout out the changes. So I ended up playing in the Big A Jazz Band, and then like first Ron Paley played there, and then I had to film. That was quite an honor, and I listened to like a lot of different guys. So I would always have a rocky influence. It was, but it was really good playing the Dixieland, and that was where I cut my teeth with that. And then listening to everybody and trying to find the peripherals of key of G. It's always about where you are in the tonal structure, right? And then I really always loved the blues, but I never really understood it till later on. I always thought you had to play like Keith Emerson or Brian Auger, or very fast, and where it comes from is from the, I guess, one of the bebop players like Bud Powell, Art Tatum especially, all the glisses, the semitone glisses down. And then I was playing. Then I started playing rock bands, but you know, we did long distance run around by yes, but it would be totally different. And it was always improvising. It was always taking the song and kind of making it your own.
Yeah, and that's what I, you know, listen to you talk about jazz and the blues. And one of the things I find interesting is, you know, here at Classic 107, we have a lot of people that love jazz and love blues. We do Jazz After 9, of course, every night. But then they also love classical music as well. You've told me a number of times that you tune into the station. And where does classical fit into your life now? It's
all the dissonances and all the patterns of classical that, you know, like and all the broken up diminishes everything. It has its roots in jazz. Like they're very similar but different. And like the station, I remember after I didn't see you for a while. And I was listening to your show for about when this radio station came on. It was a dream come true. Like classical music all day long, just. Excuse me, pass the Grey Poupon, you know. And then I heard Michael Walsh, Morning Light, and I thought, what if that's Michael? And then we met later, and I thought I'd been listening to you for a year. But I encourage a lot of people, like, turn your dial to, don't turn your knob to Bob, turn 107.1, you know. And it's a dream come true. But classical is just, it's so emotional, like, and I can hear a lot of jazz overtones in it, you know. And yet I never played classical. I can do a good emulation of classical, like I love Glenn Gould, and, you know, the whole, just everything.
But your heart belongs to blues and jazz.
But bluesy jazz, like even a lot of I really love, like the Jimmy Smith and then the Mose Allison. Oh man, the early stuff is.
Well, we're talking about those guys. Why don't you play some Christmas blues now?
All right,
let's hear it. James Walzak again on 107 Live.
Well, I do love you, baby. Me to say, but true. Well, I do love you, baby. Raise the roof, I do. You say your dad has been good, baby. Give my love Christmas time to you. What I did, reap what I sow, mama. Reap what I sow, baby. Reap what I sow, baby. I got the blues for you, child. James Booker told me so. Messiah will rise again. James told me slow. Yeah, baby. Well, I really do love you, mama. Swear above I do.
All right. Thank you, James. The Christmas Blues here on Classic 107. Pleasure having you here, really, truly.
Thank you. It's an honor to be here. This is a beautiful. Thank you very much, Michael.
And I know you're playing at where McNally Robinson coming up when soon?
No, the neighborhood bookstore.
Neighborhood bookstore.
Yeah, 898 Westminster between Lenore and Ruby.
This week, Thursday.
Yeah,
you can catch James live, and keep an eye. He's always around town somewhere. He likes to lay low. He likes to keep it on the lower side, but when you catch him live, it's a real pleasure. And James, again, thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas.
From our studios in downtown Winnipeg, you've been listening to 107 Live, Classic 107's Intimate Concert Series, the soundtrack for your life.